It's right about time again to swerve again, confuse the general fans again. Add another swerve and then put it on a poll again. Put it on a poll again. Put it on the poll again. And our square to quad, it's gonna get emotional as I wait to overbook the damn card. I guess I'm losing confidence in my competence. Viscera's now president. Shoot or work or shoot. Just put the title on a boot. The boot defends against a fruit. The fruit defends against my suit. And I squared a quad with one wet emotion as I wait to overbook the damn quad. Whoa, wanna be the baddest man on the planet, on the planet. Wanna be, I wanna be the baddest man on the planet. We put 7 men in a 4-man tag. Let's do the angle punks on crack. How about a title match? First to do 10 jumping jacks will then receive a title match. Royal Rumble on a pole match, and I'm swearing to God. Grab a swivel as a way to overbook the damn quad. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this special Sunday night chat. I am live on YouTube. I hope everybody had a great day today. I hope everybody had a great weekend. It was hot this weekend in Colorado, bro. I think today it was up to like 96 degrees. Bro, too hot to even drive in the Jeep, bro. But the nice thing about Colorado is we do not have to deal with the humidity that you have to deal with in other parts of the country. So that's good, bro. But I hope everybody had a great day today. Guys, listen, man, I had a interview with Chris Van Vliet on this past week, and there were a lot of questions, man. A lot of questions with some of my answers on that interview. So I thought I would come on here today and give you the opportunity to ask me whatever you would like to ask me. And there is no holes barred, bro. I run from nothing. I make myself available. I am very, very transparent. However, if you do want to ask me something, anything, or chat about a topic, you can do that, bro, towards giving a donation or a super sticker, and I will put your name and your question right up on the screen because this is what I do for a living, guys. I've been doing russosbrand.com for almost 10 years now, and from there, bro, we expanded by adding patreon.com/RussoTWC. So, guys, please feel free to ask any questions you want. I will answer anything. But like I said, man, through a donation or a super sticker, I will put your name up on the screen, and I will answer all and any questions that you have. Tonight, I will also be recording, bro, my looking back at the Attitude Era show. I do that once every 2 weeks on russosbrand.com, where I look at an hour at a time, bro, and I really break down the Attitude Era, what was happening behind the scenes, why I did the things I did. Honestly, too, bro, some things I don't like. As I look at it, many years later, there are some things that I would have done differently. and I discuss that as well. Here we've got a donation. This happens too when you give a donation, bro. I'll give you a round of applause like this. And I will answer your question. Caleb Gorzel. Hey, Vince, hope you had a great day. What are your thoughts on Sting? I love Sting, Gallup. I got to work with Sting at both WCW and TNA, and he is a gentleman, bro. He is a true man of God. He played a big part of my life when I was saved. It was at the time I was at TNA. Caleb, I said Caleb, some punk. What do you? I clean your ears, bro. Great guy, bro. I consider Sting a friend. I'll be honest with you though, Caleb. I don't like him doing those crazy things at AEW. If I'm going to be completely honest with you, bro, it's not necessary in my opinion. Bro, I remember a couple of years ago, man, I went to see Paul McCartney in concert. And obviously, bro, he's not the same Paul McCartney because he's much older. So obviously, his voice is not quite the same way it was. But, bro, to me, it was just the experience of being in the same building as a Beatle. That's it, bro. That's what I was paying for. I didn't expect him to sound the way he did in 1964 or during the Wings era. And that's how I kind of look at Sting, man. Sting is an icon. Sting is an attraction. Just to go to an arena and see Sting perform, that's enough, bro. That's enough. So I am not a fan of Sting doing those dangerous moves or dangerous stunts. But hey, man, listen, like if he wants to do that, cool. That's up to him, bro. But I'm just saying that I don't think he needs to. Van Stevenson with $1.49 super sticker. Thank you very much, Vance. Thank you. Yes, guys, I will answer any question you have. I have nothing to hide. I've never had anything to hide, bro, because the truth always sets us free. Let's go. Anthony, my good friend Anthony. What is up, Anthony, man? Love Anthony. Hey, buddy, any news on TNA book or your screenplay? No, Anthony, really not. Bro, I had written 2 books with ECW Press. The first book was about the WWE. The next book was about ECW. For a while there, bro, I was thinking of making it a trifecta. But man, Anthony, so much freaking work goes into writing a book. And with all the time I spend on podcasts these days, I just don't think I have the time to do it. As far as, the screenplay goes, bro, many years ago, I wrote a screenplay called, actually, it wasn't really a screenplay. It was a pilot for a television show, and it was called Rope Opera. And it was really about what really happens behind the scenes in professional wrestling. But back in 1999, bro, nobody was ready for this yet, bro. Nobody had ever written anything like this before. So they didn't quite understand it. So that's where I am with that stuff, Anthony. Most of my time these days is just concentrating on, russosbrand.com and patreon.com/Russo TWC. I spend a lot of time every single week, man, because we do multiple shows. EL 1993, thank you for the donation, my friend. Hey, Vince, was the Immortal faction in TNA your idea or Bischoff's? And do you consider the Immortal storyline a good idea in retrospect? Bro, it was kind of, there was kind of a group of us that agreed to that Immortal faction. I was not against it, but I know, Eric was for it. Hulk was for it. I didn't have a issue with it. Man, it was so long ago, so I really can't remember the specifics. But do I consider the Immortal storyline a good idea in retrospect? I don't think it was a bad idea, bro. I like I said, bro, it's really hard for me to recall specific storylines from week to week. And listen, man, anything I wrote or anything I produced, I don't have any regrets. Bro, I've said this many, 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 many times. The only thing as far as a writing perspective or a producing perspective that I regret in my life, it was definitely the Oklahoma stuff. That was awful, bro. That was awful. And we were in a war at the time with WWE, and it was no holds barred, bro, and it was gloves off. And I look back at that today and it makes me sick to my stomach. And I'll tell you why, man. Because of all the politicians and carnies and used car salesmen and liars and connivers and workers that I worked with throughout my wrestling career, Jim Ross was a 100% straight up guy. Never talked behind my back, never stabbed me in my back. If JR had a problem with me, he came right to me, man to man. We talked things out. And, bro, this may be hard to believe, but when we did that, man, I really wasn't doing it to poke fun at JR. Like I really wasn't thinking about it on a personal level. Like I said, man, it was just the time at the Monday Night Wars where, bro, all gloves were off, man. And I look back on that now. That is a big regret for me. Thank God, bro. Many, 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 many years ago, I apologized to JR. He accepted the apology. As a matter of fact, bro, I was the one who was recruiting heavily for JR to come into TNA before Hogan and Bischoff came in. Bro, I got to be honest with you. If JR would have been brought into TNA to run things, I think TNA would still be around today. Absolutely, without a doubt. That company was in a position where it greatly, bro, could have used the wisdom and the guidance and the intelligence and the brains of a JR. And I was trying my best to get him in the company, but, it wasn't up to me. At the end of the day, it was Dixie's call. But yeah, bro, I regret that. I've apologized to JR a billion times over. And thank God, because of his character, he accepted that apology and we have moved on. Let's go to MM Forever. Thank you very much, my friend. Any chance you join AEW in any capacity? Bro, I think it is safe to say in no way, shape, or form would Tony Khan ever want to have anything to do with Vince Russo in his company. Bro, I've never met Tony Khan. I've never had a conversation with Tony Khan, but Tony Khan made the decision to insult me and disrespect me very, very, very early on to get over with the marks. And I don't take that kindly. And I do not think Tony Khan is qualified to be a booker or a writer or a producer. I know what that takes, bro. And that's not a knock at Tony Khan, bro. We can't all be good at everything. Bro, listen, I've put some of my own businesses out of business because when it came to business and finances and things of that nature, I suck at that stuff, bro. I am a creative guy. I suck at that stuff. So we all can't be good at everything. And I don't think my opinion, I don't think Tony Khan is a very good booker. I don't think he's a very good writer. I watched Dynamite for about the first year and a half. And I stopped watching, bro, because there were no characters. There were no stories. There were just very, very long acrobatic matches that I personally was not interested in. And bro, usually when it's somebody's company, they want to be the booker. They want to be the writer. They don't want to bring in anybody else to do it. But even if hell froze over, I would never work full-time for a wrestling company again. Those days are over. I am very, very happy with Russo's brand right now and podcasting and working from home. I would consult. Definitely would be open to doing some consulting, but that would be the gist of it. All right, bro, let's move right along. I don't want to miss any of your super stickers. I saw one come through. Yes, here we go. Porlock, $4.80, $5 donation. Thank you, Porlock. Porlock, I couldn't agree with you more, and I will try to give you some kind of an explanation. Why haven't WWE even tried to get back to their Attitude Era numbers? They have been resting on their laurels for 20 years. Guys, listen, man, the business end of the WWE and the creative end of the WWE are two different things, bro. Two different things. We live in a world today, bro, where content is king. You see all the, streaming services. Everybody wants content, and they're willing to pay big money for that content, bro, especially when you have a 50-year history and you've got 50 years of content. So, Nick Khan has been unbelievable at making very, very lucrative deals for the WWE. We all know about, the deal with Peacock, then the big deals with USA Network, the big deals with Fox, Saudi Arabia. Nick Khan has really made the WWE billions and billions and billions of dollars. They are making more money now than they ever have before. And that makes sense, bro, because everybody wants content. So that makes absolute sense. However, with that kind of money coming in, they don't see any reason whatsoever to improve the product. And, my argument is, bro, how much money would you be making if the product was actually watchable for casual fans? Bro, instead of making $5 billion a year, you may be making $10 billion a year. So they're very, very complacent. They are resting on their laurels. And I don't see that changing anytime soon. What do they have, bro? About 18 180,000, about 1.8 to 2 billion people watching Raw, and I guess that's okay with them. If I was a writer there, that wouldn't be okay to me, man. I would want to keep growing those numbers and growing those numbers and growing those numbers. But, like I said, man, they've done a phenomenal job on the business end. Phenomenal job. And they don't see any reason to change the creative whatsoever. I hope that helps you, Parlock. Thank you very much. I've got Josh Coffee with a $1.99 super sticker. Thank you very, 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 very much, Josh. Okay, guys, what else is going on? Like I said, man, you could ask me whatever you want. I don't back down from anything. Let's go back to Caleb Gorzel. Thank you, Caleb. Thoughts on Rowdy Roddy Piper and Bret Hart? To me, bro, two absolute legends in professional wrestling. And bro, listen, these are two guys that, quite frankly, did not agree with everything that I did because they were more traditional wrestlers. I was kind of more, on the entertainment end of it. But I had so much respect for these two guys. I don't have one bad thing to say about either guy. Bro, there was a little issue with Piper and myself back at TNA. I just didn't like some of the things he was saying about the death of Owen, and that really, really bothered me. And there was a little bit of an issue there, but I did wind up going on Roddy's show before he passed away, and we hashed it out, bro. I mean, that's what big boys do, bro. They don't go online and call each other names. They hash it out. I have all the respect in the world, man, for Piper and Bret. Bro, I swear, we all know that Bret liked to consider himself a Canadian hero. Bro, that's how I looked at Bret. That's how I viewed Bret, bro. I think Bret carried himself like a hero, and there were, everybody in the business respected Bret Hart. And I was lucky to get the opportunity to work with him. All right, guys, let me move up. Here we go. Higgs, bro. $2.50 super sticker donation. Thank you, bro. Will you rewatch WCW or TNA after the Attitude Era? If there is a demand for it, Higgs, I will. At the end of the day, bro, with my podcasting and russosbrand.com, it all really depends on what the viewers want. So if there is a demand for it, yes. I don't know if I would have problems finding the TNA shows, bro. WCW obviously is on the WWE network on Peacock, so that would not be an issue. I don't know if it would be that easy to find the TNA shows. But yeah, bro, listen, man, I'm very proud of my work. And I have no problem going back and critiquing it and looking at it again. Bro, a lot of my shows I've never seen back, bro. Like somebody brought up earlier tonight, Immortal. Bro, I would have to go back and really see that stuff to remember it. But it's not like I sit here and watch all my stuff. I don't, bro. There's a lot of stuff that I have not seen for years and years and years. So, Higgs, I hope that answers your question, my friend. Let's see, man. Like I said, you guys have a question, you'd send a super sticker or a donation to help support me and help support the brand and everybody on the brand, bro. Everybody who has a show on the brand gets paid, bro. Everybody gets paid, bro. Stevie Richards, Ben Hameen, Stevie Ray, PJ, Just Incredible, bro, Goldilocks, bro, you name it, EC3, Disco Inferno. If you are on the brand, you are getting that. You are getting a paycheck, and that's coming from you guys. Taylor Hendricks, the great Taylor Hendricks, that's coming from you guys. That's coming from subscribing, donations, and it's great that I can throw all this talent, some money on a monthly basis, bro. All of these people have been with me for years and years and years. How could I forget Al Snow? One of the favorite shows we have, bro, is Lions, Tigers, Bears, and Head. And that has really turned into us looking at a lot of botch spots. But it is an incredible show. And like I said, bro, the reason I do shows like this, man, is to raise money, to be able to pay these good people, and also, man, to add new people to the menu, man. We are forever growing, bro. Let's see, my good friend, Reverend Smiley. Okay, if Penelope could talk. Penelope is the love of my life, bro. Here's Penelope. She is my English bulldog. Love of my life. She is my English bulldog. And Reverend Smiley, if Penelope could talk, what's one thing she could say that would completely ruin your image? Oh my God, bro. If Penelope told the world how much I worry about her constantly, bro, I am constantly worrying about Penelope. I am constantly cleaning her foals. I am constantly cleaning her eyes. I am constantly cleaning her nose. I don't let her go outside for too long because I don't want her to get overheated. When I eat something, it's a bite for me, a bite for Penelope, a bite for me, a bite. I am a big puss, bro, when it comes to Penelope. I don't know if that would ruin my image, though, Reverend Smiley. There are a lot of people out there who are big pusses when it comes to their dog. But yeah, bro, that's my sweetheart, bro, and the apple of my eye, Reverend. Thanks for that question. Okay, here we go. Nomadic Cole, what are your thoughts on LA Knight and MJF? I got to be honest with you, Nomadic. I don't watch SmackDown and I don't watch anything AEW. I will watch clips here and there as I need to. Obviously, bro, MJF is a Long Island kid, just like I was a Long Island kid. I love anybody, bro, that has an edge and anybody that has an attitude. That's why I like Punk. I like people like this, bro, because that's how New Yorkers are. I've heard nothing but great things about LA Knight. I know Disco used to work with him in Vegas quite a bit, bro. And he speaks very, very highly of LA Knight. Disco has been a friend of mine, bro, for some 25 years now. And, if Disco puts LA Knight over, then he's got to be a cool dude. I know some people, bro, accuse LA Knight of ripping off The Rock. Man, bro, I think in wrestling, everybody winds up taken from everybody. I truly believe that. And you got to understand, man, people like LA Knight, people like MJF, these are wrestlers that have been fans of the business forever. So they have been watching the business for years. So, of course, bro, by the time they get to that main stage, they're going to steal a little bit of this. They're going to steal a little bit of that. And, as long as they make it their own, I think that is totally, totally, totally cool. Okay, bro, let me Let me move on up, bro. See if there's any more super stickers, guys. For a donation or a super sticker, I will answer any question you have, bro, in detail. Yes, these are fundraisers for me and the brand, so we can continue to give you great entertainment. Bro, the brand has been $4.99 for 10 years, man. 10 years. We have never raised the price of the brand like after the first year. Patreon, bro, starts at 75 cents a week. Even with inflation and COVID and everything that we all went through together, we did not pass along. That inflation to you. I refuse to do that, bro. I refuse to do that. So that's why I do shows like this, to just raise money and raise funds. Let's see, Mike D, $4.99. Yes, Mike. Which current superstar would you love to work with if you had the chance? Great question, Mike. Well, one guy I never got to work with that I would have loved to work with, bro. I never got to work with John Cena. I would have loved to work with John Cena. I would have loved to work with Bray Wyatt, without a shadow of a doubt. I would have loved to work with Roman Reigns, without a shadow of a doubt. Those are a couple, man, that really come to mind. I'm just trying to think of, people on the WWE roster. I would have loved to work with the women's division as a whole. I would have loved to work with all of them, bro, because there would have been more characters and more story. I would have loved to work with a Charlotte. So we did a lot with the knockouts at TNA. I would have loved to work with that entire division. So that's to name a few, bro. I like Damian Priest a lot, and I think if Damian Priest is handled correctly, he could be a mega star in this business. I would love to work with him. All right, bro, let me move on. Niga. Okay, I get it, bro. I get it. Okay. I'm not going to give you a round of applause, bro, for that. Thoughts on Disco Inferno saying you're a mark? Well, you know what, bro? Disco Inferno is just as much of a mark as I'm. Listen, bro, I have known Disco Inferno for 25 years, bro. 25 years. What do you think? You're going to stir up some trouble with me and Disco after 25 years, bro? Is that what we think? Well, that ain't going to happen, bro. I love Disco like a brother. MM with another great question, man. Thank you, MM. Let's go. Why do you have a Brooklyn Dodger hat in the background if you're a Giants fan? You can't like both teams, Vince. MM, I love baseball, man. I love baseball. And, the Giants are my favorite team. They've been my favorite team since I'm like a 7-year-old kid. When I was a kid, bro, I hated the Dodgers when I was a kid. I kind of outgrew that, bro. I don't hate the Dodgers anymore. Bro, I've got so many hats of so many teams, bro. I'm a big hat collector here, bro. Right here on my desk. I've got I got my Yankee hat right here, bro. I've got hats all over this house. If I see a good baseball hat, I'm going to buy it. And I actually found that Brooklyn Dodger hat at a thrift store, bro, for like a couple of bucks. So I could not pass that up. I hope that answers your question, MM. Go Getter with a $5 donation. Thank you, Mr. Getter. Thank you. Like I said, guys, any question you want to ask me, and it doesn't have to be wrestling related, bro. It could be anything. I love fantasy baseball, bro. I can help you with your fantasy baseball team. I love TV. I'm watching a lot of really good stuff right now. I love conspiracy theories. I did a whole show today, bro, on the Jamie Foxx deal. I did a whole show on that today, bro, that you will be able to listen to that show on russosbrand.com. REJ, thank you, bro. How was your experience working with Undertaker during the Attitude Era? It was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, REJ. And I don't just want to say with Taker, man. I want to add the great late Paul Bearer with that, bro. I loved working with Paul Bearer. I loved working with Taker, man. This is a guy that was the locker room leader, played hurt. I mean, had the respect of everybody, bro. Everybody, was the consummate professional. And I know he worked hard, bro. I'm hard and hurt. I know he worked hard. He never sold. He never let people see, man. But I know this guy worked hard. It was an honor and a pleasure, and I'm just so grateful to have had experiences like that, REJ. Okay, let's see. Real number 9 show. Many of the boys took exception to some of your comments on Chris Van Vliet show. I don't know real number 9. Let me give you some applause. I don't know what you're talking about, to be honest. If you would be more specific, I would be happy to answer to address those comments. I'm not sure what you're talking about, bro. I haven't seen anything. As a matter of fact, bro, I got some personal DMs from some active wrestlers actually thanking me for that interview with Chris Van Vliet. So when you say many of the boys took exception to some of your comments, I have no idea who you're talking about, bro. And if you tell me who you're talking about and exactly what they said, I've got no problem addressing that. I have not seen anything like that. So you're gonna have to smarten me up, bro. Because if anybody said they took exception to my comments, they did not say it to me, bro, because I've not seen it. Okay, let me move on here, see if there's anybody else. Caleb, once again, yes. Thoughts on Kane, and do you think he will come back to wrestling once he's done being major? Again, bro, Glenn Jacobs, great human being. Bro, these were all great guys. These were all men's men. These were all consummate professionals, bro. What a sweetheart of a guy. What a gentle giant. I don't see him coming back to wrestling once he's done being a mayor. Maybe a shot here or there, bro. But if he's put this kind of time into politics, I don't see him getting back into wrestling on a full-time basis anyway. Okay, guys, I hope I am answering your questions, bro, as you leave. Super stickers. Reverend Smiley in the house again. Wow, you just won an all expense paid trip to anywhere in the world. But you can only go if you take 3 of the people you dislike the most with you. Who are they and where are you going? Man, Reverend, that is such a tough question, because bro, there isn't, I don't know, man. There isn't anybody I really dislike. Now, there are some people that I think are absolute marks. There are some people, especially dirt sheet writers, that I have no problem making fun of. There are some people out there who hate me. But, man, that's why when you say people you dislike the most, that's hard, Reverend, because even Meltzer, like, I don't dislike Meltzer. I just think Meltzer's full of shit. Like, I don't dislike him. I just think he's full of shit. People like Sean Sapp. My issue with him is he thinks he's very full of himself, very full of himself. But to really dislike somebody, I don't know. Where are you going, bro? Bro, on my bucket list, Reverend Smiley, always wanted to go to Australia, bro. So whoever it is I'm taking, we are going to Australia. They tell me that kangaroos run wild on golf courses. I want to see that, bro. I actually want to see that. And Reverend, I'm not really wimping out of this. I'm really not wimping out of this question, but I don't know. Genuinely dislike. I'm going to give you an answer. I guess I dislike Cornette just because of all the horrible things he's said about me over the last 25 years. That, in my opinion, is very, very childish. I guess I dislike Sapp for just being so disrespectful to people in the business when he's never done anything in the business. I really don't dislike Meltzer, bro. I really don't. I am highly entertained by Dave Meltzer. So I got to give you a third person. God, who do I dislike? Is there an actor or a singer? Because I don't want to bail out of this $10 question. Who else do I really dislike? Who do I dislike? Reverend, it will come to me. It will come to me, bro. I got to give you somebody I really, really, honestly, and truly dislike. Okay, let's move on. You guys, these are great, great questions, and I thank you so, so much. Like I said, man, this is like a fundraiser for me because we are constantly growing the brand. I want to add new shows. I want to add new people, and this is how we do it. Wool Hat Demon, $10. Thank you, Wool Hat. Could you tell the story behind the Goldust doing his father Dusty on Raw? Was the silhouette Dusty and Pritchard doing the voice? Great answer. You know, bro, listen, man, Goldust got the rug pulled out from under him because, bro, he was way ahead of his time and people couldn't deal with it. So we had to water it down. And that's when he became the artist formerly known as Goldust. So we had to find creative things for him to do every single week. I believe the silhouette was Dustin. I'm not 100% sure on there. Bruce Pritchard was 100% doing the voice. That I am sure about. I think the silhouette was Dustin Woolhat, but I'm not sure. Parlock 480. Do you think the product is too polished? What product are we talking about, Parlock? Are we talking about Raw? If we're talking about Raw, yes, bro. I do think it is a little too polished, and I think it is a little overproduced. And when you hear me, Stevie Richards, and Ben Hameen do the Raw SmackDown reviews on Tuesday, you will hear us talk about why. You know, the instances where we feel that the product is a bit too polished. Okay. MM forever. More sad Dodgers left Brooklyn or A's leaving Oakland. Well, I wasn't around, bro. I wasn't around when the Dodgers left Brooklyn. I wasn't around when the Giants left New York. I hate when any fan base loses their team, bro. It is absolutely horrible. It is horrible for the fan base. So I really, really do feel bad, whether it's football or basketball, whatever it is. So yeah, bro. I got to tell you, man, the A's play scrappy baseball, man. I was watching them today, and man, they were giving the Astros, a run for their money. But bro, if the city is not going out and supporting them, at the end of the day, bro, it's all about making money. That's what every business is about, bro. It's all about making money. So I hate that for the fan base. But, bro, you got to turn out and you got to support your team. On the other side of that coin, management, has to spend money to put a good team on the field. So it really, really works both ways. All right, guys, I am scrolling up. Mr. PK. How did you get promoted through the ranks so quickly when working at the WWE? I'll tell you how, bro. Because I had a set of balls. I was not afraid to speak my mind. I was not afraid to challenge Vince McMahon. I had a much different and fresher perspective on the business than anybody else there had. But the most important thing, PK, is nobody worked harder than me. Period. End of story, man. While other people are politicking and ass kissing and backstabbing, I am working circles around you. I don't politic, bro. I don't ass kiss. I will outwork anybody. To this day, I will outwork anybody. Nobody worked harder than me at any company I worked for. Without a shadow of a doubt, period, end of story. So, and I tell you that, bro, because I think that's important for you to know. Because I know there are a lot of people watching this, man, and you deal with a lot of bullshit in the workplace, man. You deal with a lot of cutthroating and backstabbing, bro. At the end of the day, those people get exposed. They get exposed. And when you are the one standing because you are outworking everybody else, and I mean physically, bro, physically, when you are physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually outworking everybody else, those in charge will notice. So I hope, Mr. PK, that answers your question. Okay, let me move up here. Guys, thank you so much, man, for all these donations. This is awesome. Jacob Schnorr. Vince, if an Orange Cassidy had approached you in 1997 WWF or in 2002 TNA, would you have said yes or no, and why? Bro, I probably would have said yes, but I would have really have had to had an understanding of the character. And I would have to understand why this guy is the way he is. And in the tapestry of the entire show, this character would have to make sense. I think that's the problem with a lot of characters today, bro. And an Orange Cassidy is a good example. There's not enough background to really give us a thorough understanding of why this character is the way he is. Bro, I look at Judgment Day. How did these individuals come together? What is their bond? What do they have in common? We're never told these things, bro. And this is the issue I have. So what I'm saying is Orange Cassidy is a very talented kid. There's no question about that, bro. But I would have to really understand that character, explain why he's the way he is, and make sure it makes sense within the confines of the entire company. I hope, Jacob, that answers your question. Go get up. With you being such a big part of the Attitude Era, I feel you should be considered for Hall of Fame. Can't tell the Attitude Era without you. What's your thoughts? Here's my thoughts, bro. I don't need the endorsement of Vince McMahon or the knighting of Vince McMahon or the acknowledgement of Vince McMahon to know what my role was in the Attitude Era. That's not important to me, bro. And that's really what the Hall of Fame comes down to. It all comes down to Vince. Vince is going to decide who goes in and who doesn't go in. So it's going to depend on where you sit with Vince. So it's going to be 1,000% political. And obviously, bro, I don't sit in a very popular seat, and that is fine with me. I don't need the acknowledgement of Vince McMahon to know what my contributions were. That is not important to me, bro. You know what's important to me? An endorsement from my dad, an endorsement from my wife, an endorsement from my kids. That stuff's important to me. An endorsement from the head of a wrestling company, that is not important. Because you know why, bro? The numbers will always be there. You can't erase those numbers. As badly as some people would like to, you can't erase them, bro. And those numbers speak volumes. And that's really it, bro. I let the numbers do the talking. I don't need to be vindicated by Vince McMahon. I have validated. I have no interest in Vince McMahon validating me, especially, bro, since the last couple of years, man, when we've found out certain things about Vince McMahon. I don't need the validation of somebody like that. I know what I did. You know, key people in the company know what I did. The true fans know what I did. So that's all that really matters to me. All right, let me see if there's anybody else. Yes, Ty Salters. What do you think of Disney having bomb after bomb in the box office, selling off access and firing ESPN employees? Bro, I told you, Ty. It's all about business, bro. And you got to listen to your customers, man. At the end of the day, you got to listen to your customers. And apparently, Disney was putting out a lot of pictures and movies over the last couple of years that the general public as a whole were just not buying, bro. And, you know, you can't force anything down anybody else's throat. Everybody's got a mind of their own. And there were several movies that the masses were just not buying. And, bro, listen, man, without your customers, I don't care what the business is. Without your customers, bro, you got no business. You got no business. When I wrote Raw and SmackDown, we listened to the customers. We looked at the ratings. What did they like? What didn't they like? And that dictated the show. So, yeah, bro, you know, Disney made the bed, man. Now they got to sleep in the bed. Okay, let me see if there is anybody else. Yes, Hakata Police. Is that it? A channel called Rock 316 AE just dropped a 2.5-hour Vince Russo WCW live compilation and has been doing amazing weekly Raw versus Nitro ratings breakdown. Well, good for them, man. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Thank you, Hakata. And thank you, Rock316AE. Thank you very, 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 very much. Much, much appreciated. Okay, guys, I am scrolling up, man. You guys are freaking awesome. Jacob again, thank you. If approach to 97, 90, this is the Orange Cassidy question that I already answered that, bro. Okay, Mike D, where does Otani sign? I think Dodgers. Mike D, I think you're wrong. And I'll tell you why. Bro, the Dodgers are competitors to the Angels, bro. That's LA. And of course, the Dodgers are the team in LA. I don't think the Angels would deal Otani to the Dodgers, bro. Their fan base would absolutely kill them. Now, free agency next year, absolutely. Absolutely. But if you're talking about the trading deadline, bro, I think the Dodgers are the last team that the Angels would trade Otani to. I could be wrong, bro. But you got to understand, man, Angels, Dodgers, that's like Mets, Yankees, bro. Very, very, very competitive market. Okay, guys, hold on. I might have scrolled up too much. Okay, yes, I did. Let me move here. Okay, Awesome Sauce. I know Awesome Sauce. What era do you feel was bigger? Your era in the 90s or Hogan's era when it was on NBC? Hogan's era when it was on NBC. I always say this, bro. I think the early WrestleMania years, bro, you could stretch it out from 1 to 5. I think that was the greatest time in pro wrestling when Hogan was on the rise, when Hogan was the guy, and then you had, Savage right on his heels, and you had the Mr. Perfects, you had the Ultimate Warriors, bro. I think that Ted DiBiase's, man, the list goes on and on and on. I think that was the greatest era of professional wrestling, especially WrestleMania 1 to 3. Without a shadow of a doubt, bro. Okay, let me scroll through here. Mark M. What's your take on a monster gimmick? How should they wrestle and do promos in order to get over? Bro, if I had a real monster, he would maul you. He would beat you up. He would be awkward. He wouldn't know wrestling moves. He would just beat you into oblivion, and he would not speak. He would not speak. I guess the closest would be like maybe an Abyss type character. That would probably be the closest. He'd have to be dangerous. He'd have to be unpredictable, not even really caring about winning or losing matches, just destroying and hurting people. Reverend Smiley again, bro. Reverend Smiley says, if you could have a second chance at one event in your life, what would you choose? What would you do differently? How would things be different? Reverend, I would have never gotten the wrestling business. Absolutely not. I regret it. I regret it, bro. The wrestling business literally took years off of my life and continues to take years off my life, bro. It is very stressful. Just the politics you got to deal with, the travel you got to deal with, the weekly television show you got to deal with, the talent you got to deal with, the underbelly that you've got to deal with. I would not, if I had to do it all over again, I would not get into the business. Okay, let's see. CZ. How would you book Bobby Lashley? Seems like WWE never tapped into his potential. Appears being in a group, put him in the spotlight. Bro, CZ, when I worked with Bobby at TNA and he was married, his wife was a great voice box for Bobby. She was terrific, bro. She was attractive. She could cut a promo. She was mean. She was sassy. I think that's what Bobby needs. Maybe an agent, a very attractive, hot, sassy, smoking female agent to represent Bobby Lashley, negotiate his contracts, like a female Scott Boris, if you know what I'm talking about. I don't like Lashley in a group, bro. I think Lashley isn't attractive. Is an attraction onto himself. I don't think he needs to be in a group. Okay, let's see. Mark M. You think the Giants have a chance to get Stanton? Do they want Stanton, bro? I don't want Stanton. And, bro, the Giants almost got Stanton, but he didn't want to go to San Francisco. So that's why he went to the Yankees. He did not want to go to San Francisco. So if he didn't want to go to San Francisco, then I don't want him now. What, bro? The dude's batting below the Mendoza line. What the heck's he going to do for the Giants? EL 1993. Do you think superstars like Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins are on the same level with Austin, Rock, and Cena? I don't, bro, because Austin, Rock, and Cena, bro, they were mainstream. What I mean by mainstream, bro, is they were on talk shows. They were in commercials. They were on movies. They were on television shows. They were really mainstream. They were a part of pop culture. I can see Reigns becoming that. I don't see Seth becoming that, bro. That's my opinion. I can see Reigns becoming that. But right now, bro, until they make that crossover into pop culture, I don't think they're on the same level. Parlock, was Shawn Michaels hard to work with? Yeah, bro, he was. And he was a different guy back then, bro. He was dealing with a lot of issues. He was dealing with a lot of chemicals. He did not have a good attitude, and I think he would be the first one to tell you that today. But, bro, like I said, man, the business takes its toll on you, bro. It does. It takes its toll on you. And I'm just happy that, Shawn cleaned everything up. Shawn found God. And now, he's on a second great run in his career at NXT. And I am very, very, very happy for Shawn. Okay, thoughts on Twitter rebranding their logo to X? I have not heard about this, random thoughts, but I promise you, bro, I will look into it. This is the first I'm hearing about this, random thoughts. I will look into it. I will address it on russosbrand.com. Forever, betting man, China in WWE, Hall of Fame, under, over in 10 years. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out where you're at. I don't see China getting in the Hall of Fame by herself. I don't, bro. Because if it was going to happen, it would have already happened. They kind of snuck through the back door, bro, putting China in with the group. If they have not put her in individually by now, bro, I don't see them doing it at all. That's just my opinion, and I can be wrong. We shall see. Anonymous. I'm thinking of starting an indie lucha libre promotion or pornographic wrestling promotion. Which would be the better option and why? Well, I would assume Lucha Libre would be the better option, bro, because, families, more people, kids can go see Lucha Libre. So I kind of anonymous think that is a no-brainer, and I hope you're being sarcastic. All right, guys, listen, man, I am going to wrap things up, man. I planned on going for an hour. I've gone a little over that. If you want to get in any last-minute questions, man, now is the time. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. Thanks for asking the questions. Thanks for donating. Thanks for the super stickers, bro. Guys, you could support us, man, by going to russosbrand.com or hold on for a second, because I believe, yeah, you can see it right there on the screen, man. russosbrand.com or patreon.com/RussoTWC. Like I said, bro, russosbrand.com is less than $5 a month. Patreon.com/RussoTWC starts at 75 cents a week. We've got more questions. I will stay on here, bro, as long as you keep them coming. If China, this is MM Forever. If China hadn't left WWF, would she have been the WWF men's champ? I don't think so, MM4. I don't think they would have made that decision. Wrestling, bro, is still the old boys club, bro. I don't think they ever would have put the title on a woman. I just don't believe that. Random thoughts. Why do you think Nick Aldis never made it to WWE? Well, Random, I think there was some kind of an issue with Nick Aldis and Bruce Pritchard, from what I understand. I think that's been buried, I believe. So I can't tell you why Nick's not in the WWE today. Nick is great, bro. He looks great. He works great. He talks great. He's a great dude. If I were running that company, Nick Aldis would be on the roster. Rev Robbins, any Wade Boggs stories? I wish I had some, Rev. I don't, man. I met Wade Boggs. I think he came to one of the shows when we were in Tampa, and I do remember meeting Wade Boggs, bro, but I really don't have any stories other than obviously all he ate was chicken. All right, guy. Oh, man, you keep coming, man. You guys are awesome. You keep coming. I'm going to keep throwing you up there. E. Wilkie, 1993 for $1.99. Oh, my God. Hey, I'm a huge fan. Thank you, E. Wilkie. Very, very, very much appreciated. All right, guys, any last-minute questions you want to get in? Any last-minute super stickers or donations? I will drag this out a little bit more just to see if there's anybody. Here is CZ. Should there be two brands in the WWE? I hate two brands, CZ. I have always hated two brands. When I almost went back to the WWE in 2002, I told Vince McMahon then I hated the two brands, bro. I still hate the two brands. I think the WWE should whittle down their roster and make a decision of who are the guys and the gals that we're going with, and have it go from show to show to show to show like it used to be, bro. How much higher would the Raw ratings be if the Bloodline storyline was on Raw as well? I hate the two brands, bro. Let's see. Porlock. Yes. Could TNA have replaced WCW as a rival to WWE? Porlock, I do not believe so. Strictly because, bro, they did not have the funds. They did not have the money, bro. Tony Khan's got the money, but TNA, the Carters, They did not have the funds to keep putting into the company, bro. Okay, let's see. Mike D, predictions on the 2024 presidential election. I'm going with Pat Paulson, bro. I'm going with Pat Paulson. I think it is Pat Paulson's time. I think 2024 is going to be his year, bro. Pat Paulson. Let's go to Mark. Who do you want Giants to trade for? Wow, bro. Man, I'm hearing Tim Anderson. I'm hearing whatchamacallit, the Cub, Stroman. I'm hearing Marcus Stroman, bro. Bro, obviously, if the Giants got Ohtani, but again, bro, here's the problem. Ohtani's a free agent next year. So, bro, are you going to give away the farm to get the guy for 2 years? Now, of course, for 2 months. Now, of course, over those 2 months, bro, you're going to try to negotiate a new contract for him, but that doesn't guarantee anything, bro. So who do you want the Giants to trade for, man? I don't know, man. I don't know. There's a lot of holes, bro. I'm hearing Verlander, but bro, Verlander's been pitching horribly for the Mets, bro. I don't know. Does a change of scenery help him? I don't know. I would say more than anything else, bro, they need starting pitching help. And they need an infielder up the middle. That's what they truly need more than anything else. Brandon the Ruiner. From being a former worker for WWE in 2004 as a stage tech, what do you like about working for them? The good and bad things with WWE. Well, bro, the good things were the money. Brandon, I made good money working at the WWE. I met a lot of great people, bro. Really, I made a lot of great people. Talent, TV people, they got a great TV department there, bro. I met a lot of great people. The politics sucked, bro. The politics, the wrestling bubble, bro. The archaic way in punishing talent and dealing with talent, and the sexism towards the female wrestlers. Bro, it had its up and downs. I really did meet some great people. I really did make some good money while I was there. But at the end of the day, the reason I'm not in the wrestling business today, bro, is because I'm just not from that world. You've got to be from that world. I never was from that world, bro, and I certainly never, ever will be in that world. All right, guys, I think that's it, man. I am going to wrap it up. Guys, please, man, please check out russosbrand.com, guys. Bro, you are going to get 1,000% freedom of speech because we're not looking for jobs. We're not looking to kiss anybody's ass. We're not saying things and not saying things based on us getting hired, bro. We work for ourselves, bro. That's the great thing about it. So with russosbrand.com, bro, you are always going to get absolute truth. If you want to start it out, bro, get a little taste, man, go to Patreon, guys, starting at 75 cents a week, $3 a month, bro. Patreon.com/Russo TWC. Man, that is it, everybody. What a great night. What a great chat. I thank all of you for being respectful, man. God bless each and every one of you, man. I'll see you over on Russo's Brand. Take care, everybody.